What is going on, every back at it again for another reaction, bro. Death battle, you feel me? We got what's his name? Gru versus Megamind. Death battle. I never watched Despicable Me and Minions. Despicable Me, Minions. Wait, isn't that the same shit? Anyway, but yeah, I never watched either one of them animated movies. I should. I ain't watch. I'm never watching Minions unless I have a child. My nigga, never watching Minions. But I might check out Megamind. You know. Speaking of that, that's who I'm going for this death battle. He looked like he's doing some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think from the trailers, I think he was like a evil villain, but I think he low-key wanted to be a hero type shit. I think that's what the premise was from the trailers years ago that I remember seeing. But yeah. And then for Despicable Me, I think he was he a dad? Or like a granddad or some shit? Or an adoptive dad? It was something, I think. Some along those lines. I forgot. Yeah, it's fucking hot, y'all. All have mercy. Anyway, hit the video up, like, man, comment down below, subscribe, all that good jazz, and yeah, let's dive on it. I'm welcome. Megamind, don't let me down, bro. I got money on you, bro. Oh my god, this shit loud as fucking my ear.
Gru versus Megamind.
You either die a despicable villain or live long enough to become an admirable hero.
He's Wiz and I'm
Reverse.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
I think a Despicable Me is like Adam Sandler,
never
bro.
dies.
I
It
think.
merely goes dormant, waiting for a villain to arise.
Wait,
and
ours is
spread
Steve
its
Carell.
name to the darkest corners of the earth.
like
I'm
a
Mr.
man
Carell.
so evil he cuts in line at the coffee shop.
That's
and
crazy.
Makes balloon animals for kids and then pops them in their face.
That's crazy.
What a despicable.
Dog, speaking of kids, bro, I had a dream last night, bro, that I punched a kid dead in his shit, bro. We was on the bus. I don't know, he said some slick shit to me, bro, and I punched that nigga dead in his shit in my dreams. I woke up, I was like, why did I do that? Why did I have that dream? Why was I going to school and shit? Like, bro, I was like, what? Why? I was like, nigga, why? I punched that nigga dead in his shit, bro. I think he did some with his shoe or some shit, bro. And I'm like, man, bitch. sometimes you gotta hit kids, bro. They disrespectful nowadays. You feel me?
Man.
The world would surely tremble at
But
his
anywho.
name, Gru.
Really? Just Gru? Doesn't have some sort of stage name or like doctorate or
Nope.
you know?
I guess not.
Felonious Gru,
So
son of the
Felonious. Okay, there we go.
supervillain known as the Bald Terror.
Oh man, he's so
Oh,
dead.
nigga.
Even as a small child, Gru had big aspirations. He could make rocket bikes, cheese rays, and this dog?
And his arsenal grew
I-
even more
I'm
with the
not a
help
dog.
of his new best buddy, Dr. Nefario. See,
An abomination.
now that's a supervillain name. Come on, man.
With Nefario's help, Gru's gadgets grew gadgets. Flamethrowers, sticky fingers,
bro, if I was
fantastic
that smart,
entertainment
bro,
for
the shit I'll be
2-year-olds,
doing.
and a fully weaponized airship.
The first thing I'm
Though,
making is a
like
goddamn
most machines,
lightsaber, fam.
aerodynamics.
It's loaded
Off
up with
rip.
wing-mounted machine guns,
And
a
blasters.
rocket thruster that can escape the Earth's atmosphere, and a whole lot of missiles.
Despite the impressive firepower, Gru's go-to weapon seems to be his freeze ray, which can encase most people in ice with a single shot.
With his gadgets and gusto combined, and a little teaching from the School of Villainy, Gru started making strides in the underworld of evil. He swiped the crown jewels when he was only a kid, nabbed the New York City
You can say
Jumbotron
easy lick.
just for fun, and even stole both the Eiffel Tower and the Statue of Liberty.
Okay.
From Las Vegas.
Oh.
Yeah, Gru was bad, but he wasn't good at being bad. A lot of his schemes kind of blew up in his face.
The line dividing genius from moron is a thin one.
Oh my god.
Just look at us.
Oh yeah, my back hurts from carrying all the genius between us.
Nigga, put on some
Regardless,
sunscreen, my
Gru may
nigga.
not have been the infamous villain he'd hoped. He did earn the loyalty of a few guys.
Guys,
Yeah, guys.
Yeah.
Like little guys. There's Kevin, Bob, Stuart, Otto, Billy, Larry, John, Lee,
They
and
have
Chad.
names?
the Minions. And that's not just their role, it's the actual name of their species.
Right. The Minions have existed since the dawn of life itself, over
Wow.
3
Are you
billion
serious?
years ago, and they all follow one instinct: to serve the biggest, baddest, most despicable villain they can find.
T-Rexes, Count Dracula, AI artists, whatever evil they can lay their grubby little eyes
Not
on.
Napoleon
Or
too, bro.
just one eye.
Oh
But
my god,
finding
I still gotta watch that movie with old dude playing Napoleon. Oh my god, what's his name? I know his name, bro. That played Joker though. But yeah, I gotta watch that.
their big boss was the easy part. Keeping them, not so much.
The amount of times the minions have incidentally caused the death of their own bosses is staggering.
Wait, didn't one of them serve the Queen of England?
What about it?
Nothing.
The minions witnessed Gru's villainy firsthand and decided that he would be the next big boss they follow.
It worked out like PB&J, because like Gru, these guys do machines.
The minions invented the fly swatter centuries before humans did. They somehow crafted light bulbs
Damn,
and instruments.
that's their
while living in
names?
the
Oh my
Arctic.
god.
So naturally,
Mega
building Gru's
Minions,
absolutely
Dave, Gus,
massive
Jerry,
evil lair
Mel,
proved
Tim.
a simple task.
They're geniuses. They once pulled off a jailbreak by building a flying machine out of prison outfits, vans, computers, and toilets. Aisle seaters are in shambles right now.
And they're
Okay.
seemingly invulnerable, having been smashed flat, set on fire, and exploded by missiles even inside their own mouths.
Oh my
But
god.
Also, they're possibly immortal? Kevin here has been around since the dawn of their species, which means Kevin is 3 billion years old.
And their numbers keep increasing.
Oh my
Over
god.
10,000 minions clock into work every day.
And
God
yet, in a
damn.
real work setting, they'd be fired in minutes.
Oh yeah, there's nothing like a banana, a
They-
popsicle, a punch,
Lord
or
have mercy.
anything remotely silly to distract them enough for plans to go off course. But these guys love TikTok.
It's no
They can
wonder
have
that,
3
even with thousands of
movies.
minions at his back, Gru still
3.
couldn't cut it as a supervillain. Maybe it was time to hang up the freeze ray for good, but not before taking a chance at his ultimate dream.
Still the moon.
Easier said than done.
Oh no, really? The moon?
When he couldn't get the shrink ray he
Okay, also I don't see any kids in this bitch, so maybe I was wrong.
needed on his own, Gru required a new, even more despicable weapon.
Children.
Never mind.
Specifically adopting
spoke too
3
soon.
girls. And somehow it worked. Crime of the century, here we go.
How tragic that through all the dance recitals and unicorns, Gru discovered the joys of fatherhood.
Oh, story of my life. God, I'm so proud of her. Anyway, out with the villain and in with the bedtime stories.
But even though he turned a new leaf for his daughters, Gru wasn't done commanding his minion army. Now he'd just do it as not a villain by joining the anti-villain league.
The AVL hooked him up with lipstick tasers and goop grenades, mini submarines, and high-tech cars.
Okay.
And some great date nights with the future Mrs. Gru. Things
Okay.
are looking up, buddy.
5 minions even underwent experimental procedures to become more powerful than before. The Mega Minions.
Uh-oh.
Tim stretches. Dave got super strength. Gus got super strength and flight. Sorry,
Okay.
Dave. Jerry became an indestructible brick monster who eats live bombs.
The
He's
thing-
my favorite. And Mills' new laser eye can blast through the planet and
Cyclops.
hit a satellite on the
Oh.
other side in less than a second.
Calculating its speed across the Earth,
Okay.
5% the speed of light.
So, Bruce
Okay.
True Calling wasn't being a villain at all. He's an anti-villain, and he's good at it too. This guy can dodge heat-seeking missiles and casually
Okay.
punch out a shark in one
Oh,
shot.
yeah, I remember that from the
All
trailers.
because
I remember
he was
that.
in
I remember that
full
shit.
dad mode.
But the most incredible element here is easy to miss. For billions of years, the minions have had the biological drive to serve the greatest villain they can find. And yet, despite Gru's turn away from villainy, they chose to continue serving him. The minions' love for Gru is so strong, it overwrote their primordial genetic code.
They still see greatness in him, even now. After all, Felonious Gru will go to the moon and back to keep his family safe. Wait,
Tough.
Kevin, don't touch that button!
Tough.
Okay, Megamind should be up next, but there is a chance that it got totally nuked by DreamWorks since they hit our preview last week.
Don't worry, we have a plan. You can watch the complete Gru vs. Megamind episode on deathbattle.gg. That's our website. It's linked below. It has every episode of Death Battle uncut,
serious?
unfiltered, uncensored. Even the weird.
That's a DreamWorks movie? I didn't even know that. I think Speak Me was Fox, right? That's a Fox film. I felt yes, I gotta be Fox. DreamWorks, yeah. It's, I don't know why they keep doing that, bro.
It's kind of like our own private Patreon with memberships that support the show directly. And for this week, invitation for a free month of membership. All caps, remember.
What happens when the villain wins? On a grim, dark day, the citizens of Metro City learned the horrifying answer to that question. When their
No, you
hero,
can't.
their Metro Man, was lost forever. Bested by the fearsome supervillain destined for greatness, Megamind.
Guys, if your rival's name is gonna be that on the nose, you better match that energy. Their feud goes way back to when they escaped their dying planet Superman style, and immediately
Both
got
of them,
in
they
each
were
other's
neighbors.
way.
That's
While
crazy.
Metro Baby landed
That's
in a nice
crazy.
and cozy home, he caused the weird blue kid to crash land in prison and literally grow up behind bars. What kind of city government would make the kid stay in jail?
No,
It
dead
wasn't
ass.
as bad as you'd think. He was a perfect fit for the Metrocity prison for the criminally gifted.
Metro City.
But while everyone outside bars loved that new kid who could fly,
Okay.
they weren't too keen on the boy with
I don't know why the fuck I didn't watch this. This is probably like up my alley. Why the fuck I didn't watch this?
the big blue head and his constant string of destructive accidents.
So
Ooh,
if
that
he was
ball.
going to be the bad guy no matter what, why not embrace it and become a true supervillain?
Uh-oh.
Sounds kind of like you. Megamind is a genius inventor, creating weapons to stage prison breaks before he could even talk.
Does
Bro.
sound like me. With a bit of tutoring from Machiavellian in the ways of wrongdoing, he got to work on his crime-starting career, facing off with his destined rival over and over again.
And Megamind's got everything he needs. An invisible car for getaways,
Tough.
assuming he can find the thing. A hover bike for flying and shooting at the same time.
Tough.
He can multitask. Lasers, bombs, bubble guns, baseball bats,
Give
jet
me the
boots,
game.
and more galore.
But his go-to is the D-gun, a laser pistol with various possible effects, such
Okay.
as destroying, decelerating, demoralizing, locking,
Okay.
gravity.
Okay.
I wouldn't expect a guy calling himself
Tough.
Megamind to have the best name ideas, Wiz. He probably based the entire thing around his favorite setting, dehydration, which turns people and objects into tiny cubes for easy storage, though they can be returned to normal with a drop of water.
He did keep the whole mind
What?
thing running with his horde of henchmen, the Brain Bots.
He got a
These
comic?
mini mechs follow Megamind's every command, even pulling off the most incredible drone show you've ever seen in your life.
Which, according to the director's commentary, is made up of over 100,000 brain bots. Though, ironically,
That's
I wouldn't
crazy.
call his brain bots, smart.
I wonder how long that shit took to render at the time. Oh my god. That's what I'm saying. Like I would love to do shit like this, bro. But Lord have mercy, the shit you need, bro. You need buku PCs, man. Just for rendering that shit alone.
That designation goes to Megamind's proper minion, Minion!
Minion serves many
You
roles.
guys
for
own
Megamind.
Minion, huh?
Sidekick, guy in the chair, awkward sibling relationship despite technically being his pet.
The best fish friend you could have in your plans to kidnap news reporter Roxanne Ritchie to piss off Metro Man for the 19th
Oh
time
my god, not
this
Roxanne.
week.
That's supposed to be Lois.
For the final time. Children, shield your eyes!
He did it! Thanks to his most powerful invention of all, an orbital death ray that could shatter mountains,
Damn.
Metro City's hero had fallen. It was Megamind's time to rule.
And he had no idea what to do next. With Metro Man dead, what was even the point?
Clearly, he needed a new superhero to fight.
So he knocked
And
that nigga off, bro.
apparently,
That
he
shit
could just make
crazy.
that happen. With his diffuser gun, he injected this loser with Metro Man's DNA, turning him into Metro Man 2.0, Titan.
Megamind even trained him himself, using his disguise generator and expert acting skills. What a performer! But for all his smarts,
You need to knock
Megamind
that
is
nigga
a
off.
terrible judge of character. When Titan
Uh-oh.
turned tyrant, Metrocity needed yet another superhero
Oh.
to save it.
Metro City.
Titanville?
Thanks to some encouragement from an old friend, rival, who wasn't actually dead at all and just let all of this happen despite having godlike superpowers. Thanks
Lord
to
have
some
mercy.
encouragement from a very experienced friend, Megamind stepped up to the plate.
Hey, he had the moxie for it. Megamind's tanked explosions.
Bald
and
ass head,
dodged
bro.
electric
Big
blasts.
ass head,
Titan
too, bro.
was strong enough to toss around a skyscraper,
Damn.
and Megamind put up a solid fight with his
Ooh.
mech armor.
A suit specifically designed to mimic the pilot's movements, whether it be lamppost sword fighting, busting a move, or being surprisingly stealthy.
And
Big-
with quick
ooh.
thinking and some hench help, Megamind taught Titan a lesson he knew all too well. The bad guy always loses.
So the city decided to just forgive Megamind of all his years of
Back up
terror
off me,
and
man. Back
destruction
up.
and call him their superhero.
I don't do good with crowds.
I guess they didn't really have any better options.
Hey, Megamind took his new role as the city's hero seriously. He even
Look, I'm out
built
to
a
watch
suit
this.
that mimicked Metro Man's strength, flight, and X-ray vision.
Now, the D-gun is used to make runaway bad guys lose their balance and get caught. His portal bazooka is excellent for saving people from out-of-control cars. And while the Death Ray might not have been a hero killer, it's certainly great at blowing up giant evil robots.
And Minion was all for it.
Actually, once they went nice, Minion had to legally change his name to Old Chum because of some other Minion-related thing.
What? You mean the yellow guys?
Oh.
No, I mean they got a cease and desist from Mr. Minion's Meatsicles.
Sounds delicious.
Bruh.
I'm still gonna call him Minion. You can't break up this duo.
Even as Megamind uses his tools for good, destruction still tends to be inevitable. To the point that, as the new mayor of Metro City and his new partner, Roxanne instituted a policy that
Roxanne.
anyone inconvenienced by a
Roxanne.
Megamind battle would receive a free cup of coffee. That sounds horrifically ripe for corruption.
So that's why there's so many Starbuckses everywhere. At least the brain bots are covering all the cleanup. It's a messy job being a superhero, but Megamind's finally found his purpose. Even saving the city from the Doom Syndicate, which is like 6 of him.
Though not without some self-induced difficulty. You have an instant wind gun on your hip. Use it.
Hey,
what?
with girlfriend,
Up to.
sidekick, and adoring fans to keep him going, it doesn't matter what sort of danger comes to town. Megamind will always rise up as the defender of Metrocity.
It's Metro City.
Atrocity. Stupid ass.
Wiz, what happened to you? You look funny. And
I'm a plushie.
squishy.
I'm over here, Boomstick, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time
Time for a death battle! All right, Megamind, don't let me down. Oh, dang, we're already up in tool.
Minions, prep the artillery. We're not letting him get away.
Hi, peoples.
Ooh, and here I thought it was the hero who chases the bad guys.
Oh dear. Oh, Lord, who about to die, bruh? He got the minions, though, man. Oh, shit.
Minion, I'm going to need a new pair of pants.
Yes, sir. Sending you the Sunday Best package.
What you mean by that?
Take this.
That's crazy. Put them hands up.
Freeze ray, a dark color scheme. Strength ray, henchmen who look the same. Laser gun, ingenious weaponry.
They up in
You are
tools.
suddenly a real supervillain. You're just missing one thing.
What?
And what might that be? Presentation! Minions, assemble!
Okay.
And start the music!
Okay. Oh, Lord. Nigga, help! Eating popcorn and shit.
Oh, check that mark in the morning. No, hey, we just fixed that. Come on, sir, smash him.
This gonna be a problem, cause, bro, he got the minions, bro. They're indestructible. I mean, he could die, though.
Megamind, in my own Metrocity? Do you even know who I am?
Well, life is full of disappointments.
Down.
Hey!
Down. Uh-oh. Nah. 3 billion years, bro. And he still can't talk right. That's crazy.
If you're going to steal my lines, at least do it properly.
Ooh. Skadoosh. Get stick. Oh, lucky.
Okay, thank you for the help.
Minion, is the death ray ready?
Approaching. Getting there. Almost. Kinda. Maybe. On the way. Yes.
Fire!
Ute!
Whoa!
Ooh.
Oh, Roxanne's gonna kill me.
Roxanne. They're indestructible, bro.
Remember this, villain! The good guys always win! This is how it's really done! Dehydration gun!
Oh dear.
You mean... Oh, wait a minute. This is all a big misunderstanding.
Damn.
Huh?
And knock that nigga off. God damn it. I lost. Ooh.
Mark is going to kill me for this.
Ooh.
I guess
Man,
that's
knock my
2
nigga
for
off,
Gru,
bro. Damn, I
0
lost.
for Will Ferrell.
With so many chaotic factors in this fight,
Will Ferrell? God damn, I was gonna say that. I was gonna say that next, bro. What I said Steve Carell. Why the fuck did I say that?
it can get overwhelming trying to keep track of them all.
So we'll break it down 3 ways: arsenal, minions, and skill.
You
In
can
terms
see
of
minions,
weapon
bro.
versatility, Megamind definitely had much more to use. The D-gun alone had enough effects to match what Gru could do with nearly his whole kit. Throw in disguise generators, invisible cars, portal bazookas, and it's a lot for Gru to handle.
Just one problem. Megamind might have had variety, but Gru's weaponry was far stronger in scope. Sure, Megamind's death ray could blow up a mountain, but Gru's shrink ray could take out the moon.
And is much
The
easier to use on
moon.
top of it.
That's
Frankly,
crazy.
much of Megamind's deadliest
The
weaponry
palm of my
would have
hands.
little effect anyway.
Check this out. When Gru first tried to get the shrink ray, he triggered a missile trap so explosive it created a mushroom cloud. Based on the size of the blast, that's about 4 kilotons of TNT. And all those
How?
missiles
Sweet.
fired at him from point blank range.
Oh dear.
Shockingly, that's about 38 times greater than Megamind's orbital death ray. And Gru kind of just walked it off. Megamind's Mega
it must
Suit
be
could
nice.
take big hits like that, but Megamind himself? No.
So, Megamind would have a hard time blowing him up, but he could still dehydrate him, disintegrate him, freeze him, or even just turn off his
Why
gravity
didn't y'all
and
use
send
the
him
suit
flying
then?
into space, right?
Sure, though Gru does have some similar weaponry. As far as arsenal is concerned, Gru could take out Megamind through sheer firepower, but Megamind could potentially counter with the D-Gun's effects. It's a whoever shoots first wins situation. Their arsenals match up fairly evenly.
But these guys aren't alone. Let's cover Gru's minions and Megamind's, minions.
1-to-1, one of Gru's minions was
Get this
certainly more
shit.
likely to take out a brainbot. Sure, minions may have the attention span of an iPad kid, but they can
No,
effortlessly
dead
hack,
ass.
dismantle,
TikTok
and
brain,
rewire
bro.
most machines, like, Megamind's brainbots.
And they just won't die. Certainly nothing the brainbots have can
That's
take
what I'm
them out.
saying,
For all
bruh.
we know,
That's not
the
fair.
minions may be completely indestructible.
To be fair, maybe one brainbot doesn't stand a chance against one minion, but there are
you-
far more brainbots than minions in total. 10 times more. And the brainbots are a much more organized and focused unit.
Compared to the vanilla minions, maybe. But the mega minions are strong enough to rip and chop through metal like wet paper. Aunt Mel's got a history of destroying satellites with a laser
that
beam
shit.
strong enough to cut through the earth. So it's
That's
bye-bye death
crazy.
ray.
But we can't ignore the most competent minion of them all. Minion. Megamind's minion. Old Chum.
He's way more competent than Dr. Navario, can operate all the tech like the mech suit used to fight Titan, and can match Megamind's brains and style beat for beat.
Okay.
Remember that whole presentation bit in the movie? Yeah, that wasn't Megamind, that was Minion.
While Megamind's army lacks the power of, say, the Mega Minions, having a second in command who's just as smart and capable as him makes up for
That
it.
is tough.
Making a battle of their underlings too close to call.
So,
Oh,
if
that
neither
one-
of
I
them
was
has
not
a
looking
clear
at-
edge in weaponry or their henchmen, what matters most isn't the tools themselves, but how good or bad they are at using them. It all comes down to skill.
Both Gru
You
and
serious?
Megamind have their share of less than genius moments and bad luck. But even in the face of things gone wrong, Gru tends to fail upwards, still ultimately completing his missions. Unlike Megamind, who tends to fail much harder before he learns how to succeed.
And we love him for it. It's not like Gru has to put up with Elvis Superman, but
Bruh.
even during their villain phases, Gru found some success, unlike Megamind.
Who
Damn.
also has a bad habit of not using his weapon effectively. Like never using the D-Gun against the Doom Syndicate. Either because he can get easily flustered, or he just loves showing off.
Was that a TV
so
show?
it's more likely Gru could succeed in a whoever shoots first wins quick draw situation with their arsenals.
Quick Draw is right. Megamind dodge an electric blast is impressive, clocking in around half the speed of sound.
But it pales in comparison to Gru piloting hypersonic ships into space and dodging heat-seeking missiles at Mach 10. meaning he is fast enough to win that quick draw. Gru takes skill, which finally tips the scales. After a nail-biting back and forth,
I'll be down.
he has just enough to land the winning blow first, more often than not.
Sorry, Megamind. I think you losing
We tried, bro.
was a
I thought
monstrosity.
wrong, man.
Metros, Atros, the winner is Felonious Gru.
Next
What
time
we got
on
next, bro?
Death Battle.
That Itadori? Hold on. Versus Denji.
Subscribe and
Oh my god. Okay, that's gonna be a fight. That's gonna be a. Oh my god. Really? JJK versus Chainsaw Man. Okay. This one like the newer gen anime right now. You feel me? That movie was crazy. I'm glad I watched that movie. Oh, have mercy. Oh, Rizé, baby girl. You got a hole like a motherfucker. I want to look up. Oh yeah. Let me see. Cause when these shits came out. Megamind. 2010 is Megamind. In 2011 is what the fuck is the Doom animated? And a sequel? And it came out in 2024. I did not know that. I did not know that. Let me see. Despicable Me. 2010, nigga. Why the hell I didn't watch that movie? Why I didn't watch that? This also came out in 2010. What the fuck? They both came out in 2010. Oh, it's on Max. Oh, bet it's on Max. It is on Max. Say less. I'm gonna watch. What this on? YouTube Premium. I could buy it on YouTube. It's not on a streaming service. That's crazy. That's crazy. Damn. Who would have thunk it? Man, why I didn't watch both those movies? That's crazy. Anyway, I lost. Sorry, Megamind. I still want to watch your movie though. Dead ass, both of them. I guess I didn't know he had a sequel. That's crazy work. But yeah, next, ooh, Yuji versus Denji. I don't know who I got, man. I don't know who I got because are they going? They definitely going to manga shit for this fight. I'm pretty sure. So, damn, who more of a demon? Cause I mean, Yuji got Sukuna inside his ass too, low key. So that could tip the favors, man. I'm gonna go with Yuji, man. I'm gonna go with Yuji. I don't know. Denji might surprise the nigga though. I ain't gonna cap. He might surprise the nigga. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you guys enjoyed this reaction, man, hit the video up below, subscribe, all that good jazz. Feel me? And yeah, love y'all. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.